The benefits of fasting. Fasting is incontrovertibly the most beneficial and highly effective way of us trying to depurate our bodies of impurities and obstructions that may have entered into the body. And we unconsciously fast or have the inclination to fast ourselves when we're sick and we say we don't want to eat anything. You see animals, if you ever observe them, if they're ever sick, they want to abstain from eating because it allows their stomach to pump. Well, it allows the body to not just disseminate blood to the stomach because if you're constantly eating, you're constantly just pumping blood to that area and it's being centralized. It allows the blood to be effectively disseminated throughout the body, which then you're spreading and you're permeating all the oxygenated cells and blood all throughout the body, which get rid of disease and sicknesses and ailments and other things like that. Um, we have this rep that if we're exercising, we like to rest our muscles. We like to um, give our muscles a so-called break when really the body is never at rest. It's always at constant just controlling the equilibrium, making sure everything is correctly proportionate to this way, and making sure we have a equilibrial uh, conception of everything working out for this way. So it's like the body's never at rest. The heart is constantly pumping. Your carotid arteries are constantly pumping oxygenated blood from here to the brain, so that way you can think. That way you can dream, things of that nature. So we're never at rest. But when we sleep, it allows our body to recuperate itself, to revitalize, because it's like in charge mode. But when we like to rest our bodies in terms of sleep and like to give ourselves recovery drinks and things like that to recuperate. But how come we can never stop eating, which is the most important factor in my opinion? Um, because the stomach, the gastrointestinal system, is the key to overall vitality. If you don't have a healthy gastrointestinal system, then a lot of times you might be upset. You might be very emotional in terms of being uh, just sad and melancholy, things of that nature. So it's important to take care of that part of the system. And when you're always glutenizing and things like that, you're constantly using enzymes and hormones, which then leads to depletion, which then you begin to create a bowl of just low oxygenating cells, which then which gives impetus to the creation of cysts, tumors, and things of that nature, because we're not receiving oxygenated blood because we have a depletion of enzymes and hormones and things of that nature. So it's very beneficial for us to abstain from eating so much. I suggest fasting at least once out of the week. Just give your body that full 24 hours of just nothing more than just water or even tea. Um, but People think that fasting is attributed to Islam, that you have to be in some type of religion or to practice it. No, not really, because fasting has been along for centuries. And I mean, you have some people telling you that you can incorporate an intermediate fasting and um, all kind of different mechanisms of fasting, and seeming like it's new. Well, it's not actual. It's not really new. These are old remedies that's been practiced for generations and generations, and is highly effective. And I mean, you really get a sense of how much spiritual prowess that you really have by not eating so much. You really feel the energy and that you're trying to extract from within the body without the use of dense forms of light, because that's all food really is, and that's where we're in. We're in light, so it's just denser form of the light, which then uh, it kind of lays on our solar plexus, which is inside, because we're eating so much and it's compounded on top of other things, which we have a blockage within that chakra, that energy right there, which then leads to an array of problems. You could have violence, constantly thinking about sex and all that stuff. So we have to uh, remove those particles that's obstructing the body and let the blood just flow through, let the energy just flow through you. So it's important to really fast, to try to incorporate that into your lifestyle. As I said before my video, lifestyle is important. Dieting, something that's monetary, it doesn't last like a lifestyle is supposed to. So, um, like I said, fasting detoxifies. It gives you a peace of mind. You really you have more reverence for the body and what it's truly capable of and what you're truly capable of. Because I mean, fasting for even 12 hours, that can be quite challenging for people. Um, and break it down in cycles. You don't have to just say, well, I'm gonna fast right off the bat. I'm gonna go 12 hours and I'm not gonna eat anything. That's just break it down in cycles. Some people they can do that. They can just binge for a day and then for the next 2 days not eat anything. Or some people need to not eat for 4 hours. Just break it down in cycles. Once you get that cycle, you did it. That's just building momentum for the next time. So you might go 4 hours. Next day or two, you might go 4.5, or you might go 5 hours. So just win the moment, win the cycles. That's all you have to do, really. And pretty much, just like I said, just incorporate that, um, and you'll really feel that vitality increasing. You'll feel that energy. You can even work out, um, and which I do. I work out sometimes, and I'll fast on days I work out because it feels good. You feel so alive, and you feel you just have this sudden adoration for the human body and what it's truly capable of from the function of moving your hand from like on a subatomic level. What how is everything functioning? You really feel that energy just enveloping you, and you feel so good. So just try to fast, and I guarantee you, you'll feel really good. And you already do it a lot of times unconsciously when you're sick. That should be telling you something right there. Animals, they tell us that too. So observe yourself and know your body.